Now I am going to solve exercise 3.1. The first question is, Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were. That means Aftab's age is 7 times of his daughter's age. Then also 3 years from now, from 3 years now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. That means Aftab's age will be 3 times old, that is 3 times as old as this daughter's age. So represent this situation algebraically and graphically. Now here Aftab's age and two ages given here. One is father's age, another one is daughter's age. So take Aftab's age as X and his daughter's age as Y. So let Aftab's age be X and his daughter's age be Y. Now 7 years ago, Aftab's age is 7 times of his daughter's age. That is 7 years ago. That is X minus 7 and Y minus 7. But it is 7 times of his daughter's age. So X minus 7 equals to 7Y minus 49. X minus 7Y minus 7 plus 49 equals to 0. So X minus 7Y plus 42 equals to 0. This is the first equation. Second situation is 3 years from now. 3 years from now, Aftab's age is 3 times of his daughter's age. Aftab's age is 3 times of his daughter's age. So that X plus 3 equals to 3 into Y plus 3. So X plus 3 equals to 3Y plus 9. So X minus 3Y plus 3 minus 9 equals to 0. So X minus 3Y minus 6 equals to 0. This is the second equation. Now we have to plot graph for these two equations. So first we find coordinates for this. The first equation is X minus 7Y plus 42 equals to 0. So X plus 42 equals to 7Y. So Y equals to X plus 42 by 7. The other equation is X minus 3Y minus 6 equals to 0. So X minus 6 is 3Y. So Y equals to X minus 6 by 3. Now put values of X. Put X as 0. Then what will get Y? 0 plus 42. That is 42 by 7, which is 6. Now put X as minus 42. Then Y equals to minus 42 plus 42, which is 0, which is 0 by 7, which is 0. Then, so the coordinates are, what are the coordinates here? X, Y. When X is 0, Y is 6. When X is minus 42, Y is 0. Similarly, for second equation, put X as 0. Then what will get? 0 minus 6 is minus 6. So y equals to minus 6 by 3, which is minus 2. If you take x as 6, if you take x as 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. So 0 by 3, which is 0. So the coordinates are, when x is 0, y is minus 2. When x is 0, y is minus 2. When x is 6, y is 0. Now we'll plot graph for this. So draw x and y axis. So this is vertical axis y and the horizontal axis is x. So now I'll divide this x-axis 1 unit as 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So here also same I will write. So minus 10, minus 20, minus 30. Here is negatives. Okay. Now first equation, when x is 0 at this point, x is 0, y is 6. So here, so 0 to 10, one dark line, that is 5. The next line is 6. Then when x is minus 42, on the x-axis minus 42. So minus 42 is, this point is minus 40. After that, next line is minus 41. Next one is minus 42. When x is minus 42, y is 0. Now join these 2 points. You will get a straight line. For the equation x minus 7y plus 42 equals to 0. Now for the second equation, when x is 0, y is minus 2. When x is 0, y is minus 2. So after 0, second line. Then when x is 6, x is 6. So here 0 to 10, middle dark line is 5. So next line is 6. When x is 6, then y is 0. Now again, once again, join these 2 points. Join these 2 points. See here. So at this point, both the lines intersect. So at this point P, so at point P, both the lines intersect, which gives the solution of the equation. Here solution means that father's age and his daughter's age. Now father's age we have taken as 42. This x. So which is here 42. So father's age is 42 years. And daughter's age we have taken as y. So daughter's age is 12 years. Okay. The thing is, whenever finding the coordinates, so better to find one coordinate, in that x is 0 and the other coordinate y is 0. If you find like this, then the lines will intersect the axis in correct position or place, and you will get the exact value. If you take some other values, then sometimes there are chances of getting fractions that will be little bit difficult to locate it. That means sometimes approximate like that. So better to take in one coordinate x is 0 and the other coordinate y is 0. So minimum 2 coordinates you have to find to locate the to draw the graph. Understood? Minimum 2 coordinates you have to find out to draw this graph. Now here in this this first sum, you got intersecting lines. You got intersecting lines. Both the lines intersect at this point P, where x coordinate is 42 and y coordinate is 12. It means that father's age is 42 years and his daughter's age is 12 years. Okay. Now, second example. Example 2. In this example 2, the coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,900. Later, she buys another bat and 3 more balls for the same kind for same price. Represent this situation algebraically and geometrically. Now, second question. Let the cost of one bat. Let the cost of one bat be X rupees and the cost of one ball be Y rupees. Okay. At first condition, first situation. So 3 bats and 6 balls. 3 bats and 6 balls together 3,900. So 3,900, that is 3x plus 6y equals to 3,900. Now in both LHS and RHS 3 is common. So x plus 2y, 3 to the 6. So 3 ones are 3 threes are. So 3 into 300. So 3 is common on both the sides. So that x plus 2y equals to 1,300. This is the first equation. Now, in the second situation, again she buys another bat, one bat and 3 more balls. So, after that, again she purchases one bat and 3 balls of the same kind. So 3 balls for rupees 1,300. That is x plus 3y equals to 1,300. This is the second equation. Now you have to find the coordinates for these two equations and plot the graph. Now, first equation. So equation 1. In this equation 1, 2y equals to 1,300 minus x. So y equals to 1,300 minus x by 2. X plus 2y equals to 1,300. So 2y is x takes to right, so minus x. So y equals to 1,300 minus x by 2. Now put x as 0. Put x as 0, then y is 30,300 minus 0 by 2. So which is 2 6 650. So y equals to 650. Now if x is 1,300, then what you will get? 1,300 minus 1,300 is 0. 0 by 2 is 0. Now, take second equation, equation 2. So, in the second equation, so 3y equals to 1,300 minus x. So, y equals to 1,300 minus x by 3. Okay. Now, if I take x as 100, then what will get here? 1,300 minus 100, that is 1,200. So which is 400. So y is 400. Now one more value you can take here. So if you take x as the 1300, then y equals to 1300 minus 1300 is 0. 0 by 3 is 0. So like this you got 2 coordinates for equation 1 and 2 coordinates for equation 2. Now we'll plot graph for these two equations. That is, here first we write these coordinates. X is 0, y is 650. When x is 1300, then y is 0. Then other condition, see here, when x is 100, then y is 400. Then x is 1300, y is 0. Here I did not take x equals to 0. Why? Because if I take x as 0, then what happens here? 1300 minus 0 is 1300. So 1300 divided by 3. Again you will get the result in, what you say, in decimals. That is non-terminating, 0.3333, like this it will continue. So that's quite difficult to locate. We will not locate in exact point. So that to get a round figure value, so I took 100. If I take 100, so 1300 minus 100 is 1200. So divide by 3, which is 400. Easily you will locate on the graph. So that whenever finding the coordinates, you see this equation, you can substitute any value and your calculation will be easier. When if you take some suitable value, your calculation will be easier. You will not get fractions and decimals and all. So better to find the round figure so that we can locate it easily on the graph sheet. So y dash, this is x dash. Now here 1300, 650, like this numbers are there. So I will take scale, that 100, 200, like this you can take, or else 200, 400, like this also you can take. So 200, 400, 600, 800, then 1000, 200, then 1400. So similarly here, no negative term, but also will write some places here. Then here also 200, 300, 400, 600. Here also minus 200, minus 400 and minus 600. Now for first equation, when x is 0, y is 650. When x is 0, so 600, this one is 800. So 600, 0, 200, 300, 400, 400, then, sorry, this is 400, this is 600, this is 800. Okay, this is 1000. Okay, now 200, now this value is 650. So 600 and 800 middle is 700. Then 700 and this one 700 and 600 middle is 650. 650. Okay. Then 1300. When x is 1300. 1300 is middle of 1200 and 1400. So here. Now join these 2 points. So join these 2 points, you will get a straight line. Now, second equation. When x is 100, so 0 to 100 middle point is 100. So when x is 100, y is 400 here. 400. Then x is 1300. When x is 1300, y is 0. So join these 2 points. Now see here. So at this point, that is 1300, when x is 1300 and y is 0. So at this point, both the lines are intersecting. Both the lines are intersecting at this point P. That is 1300 and X is here. Y is 0. X is 1300, Y is 0. So it means that, see here the condition. So X is 1300, Y is 0. So like this you have to locate the points on the graph sheet. So again we got intersecting lines. Now we'll go to third one. Exercise sum third one. So here in this exercise 3.1 third question, the cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. The cost of 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes is rupees 160. After a month, the cost of 4 kg apples and 2 kg grapes is 300. So represent the situation algebraically and geometrically. So take cost of 1 kg apples as X and 1 kg grapes as Y. So that the first equation is 2x plus y equals to 160. Then second condition, after a month, the cost of 4 kg apples, that is 4x, and 2 kg grapes, so plus 2y equals to rupees 300. Now the two equations are 2x plus y equals to 160 and 4x plus 2y equals to 300. Find x and y coordinates, then join the point, locate the points and join the points, you will get straight lines. You saw this, you will come to know what type of line. There are intersecting lines or coincident lines, and what is that third one? That is parallel lines. So today we learnt the types of graphs, whether you will get intersecting lines, parallel lines or coincident lines. Then this one, how you will get these points. How will you get these points? You will get by substituting any values for x. So you can substitute any value for x. You will get y value. You know that linear equations, they have infinitely many solutions. It takes any value. For our convenience, easy to locate, I told you to take x as in one coordinate x as 0 and in other coordinate y you have to take as 0. That is why see here in this case. So it is not possible. See here, if you take x as 0, what happens? X as 0. So what was the equation here? The equation was x plus 3y equals to 1300. If you take x as 0, 0 plus 3y equals to 1300. Y equals to 1300 by 3. Now if you divide this one, what will get? 3 4s are 12. Then 10. 3 3s are 9. 10. 3 3s are 9. Like this it will continue. Is it possible to locate? You can locate it approximately, but exactly you cannot locate this point on the graph. That is why. So better in one coordinate take x as 0 and other coordinate y as 0. Sometimes it is, in some cases it is not possible. You have to take as it is. Okay. So the third sum is homework to you all. Solve your own and tell me what type of graph it is. Okay. In the next class we will discuss graphical method of representing this pair of linear equations and whether they are intersecting, non-intersecting lines or parallel lines or constant lines, and we also have to find whether they are consistent or inconsistent. In the next class, we are going to discuss whether the lines are consistent or inconsistent, dependent or independent ratios. Okay. Thank you, students.